world, my name is Ashley Collins. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. I don't know how to start this topic. This is the third time not sixth time that I've shot this because I don't really know how to start this off. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and vomit out words. I was talking to a friend of mine who's kind of like a sex coach, and I was asking her advice about something, and she was giving me a couple of tips here and there, and I was like, is this something I should talk about out loud? Like, do other people experience this, or am I just being dramatic per usual? And she said, sure, why not? You talk about everything else. So I've been having a hard time masturbating. Okay, I finally said it. So I never really enjoyed having sex. For me it was kind of like an obligation whenever I was dating someone, like whenever they're in the mood, just lay down, shut up, do whatever you need to do in order to pleasure them, because their pleasure is more important than mine, which like that's just how I am though. I'm very much so like, as long as you're happy, I'm happy, but yeah. I just never really enjoyed the physical sensations of sex. But then when I turned 30, like something just like snapped, something changed, and I like actually had a sex drive. So with the guy who I dated in my I'm still only 31. I was about to say my early 30s, but I guess I'm still in my early 30s. But I told myself I want to make it intentionally, like I want to enjoy the physical sensations of sex and not just do it just because it's important that he has pleasure and not me. And it was nice. It was really, really nice. And then with my most recent ex, like it was just an explosion of pleasure. Sometimes I don't know if it was insecurity or if it was real. I just had a lot of doubt that he actually enjoyed having sex with me, if he actually liked looking at me, if he actually liked touching me. And then he said a couple of times that because of things that I've done in the past, in our past fights, that I just didn't turn him on anymore. And that hurt, that he didn't find me physically attractive. Which I hear is normal though. Sometimes people do things that make you unattractive to your partner, but it still hurt because it was like I was still trying to do everything to make sure that he was pleased. I don't know. I just really feel like he just didn't. I wasn't really his type. I just didn't really do it for him, and so my sex coach friend, she was like, you should like try looking at porn, but like that's so hard. It's so hard because I'll look at the girl and it's so weird, but like I just get very, very jealous because I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's what he was I wonder if that's what he was picturing when we were intimate. Or I think to myself, I wonder if that's who he's probably with right now. And so like I'll try and I'll try to get myself started, but then like I get really, really angry, or I get really, really sad and I start crying, and then I just stop altogether. So my friend was like, try reading a book. But then like I tried reading a book and I just picture him and I, or him with another girl, and so I just stopped. And I don't want to masturbate for the sake of masturbating. I know that it is a stress reliever. It does relieve endorphins in your brain, very similar to working out, But another thing though, I don't want to be touched, and I think I've touched on this subject before, but even like friendly touches, I don't want it, because like my family is very affectionate. They're all about like hugs and kisses. I used to hate that as a kid. I used to hate that when they're like, oh, this is your cousin, give him a hug. And it's like, I don't actually really know them. But so like my mom will try to like hug me or give me a kiss, and I don't know if you've ever seen Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but at the end of the film, this is not a spoiler because you should have watched it, but it's like we're a decade years old, but not even, it's like 2 decades years old, right? Anyway, but at the end of the film, he goes to touch Professor Quirrell, who is attached to Voldemort, and like his skin burns. And so like when my mom tries to touch me, like it literally feels like a jolt of electricity, and it's like, don't touch me. Like, I literally said that the other day. Like, she went to go going for a hug, and I said, don't touch me. Like, literally just like that. Because like it felt like electricity was popping on my skin. I went with a friend the other day to lunch, and our hands accidentally touched, and I was just like, So yeah, I don't know if that's normal. I know that I've been open about being sexually assaulted before, but I thought but like this is completely different though, because like with my ex, like I wanted him to touch me, like I craved his touching, I craved his affection, literally I craved it, and sometimes I feel like I had to beg for us to even have sex, you know? And now I just don't want to. I know that like for some people that they feel gross after they masturbate, they feel disgusting, but like I don't know, just like there's just a lot of guilt, a lot of jealousy, a lot of shame, and I do feel a little bit disgusting. Like, I don't know, I don't really know how to put it into words, and I don't really have any advice for anyone, because I'm still trying to figure that part out, especially the part that that I don't want to be touched. That really, really freaks me out a lot. So that's it. That's all I really have to say. How am I gonna get over it? I don't know, but this is stage one. This part one is admitting that you have a problem, right? Cool. That's it. Bye.